Hi Divine Rebels, Bohemia with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart readings here, and today we are doing a fun reading that is in a similar vein as the last one that we did. And as you can see from the title, this one is about makeup, cosmetic expression. So this, hopefully I did it on the thumbnail. I wanted to put all the variations. This is for all genders, any person, and any reason that you want to use, colors and paints and things on your face for your own expression. For some people it might be ceremonial, for some people it might be on stage, and you might be doing some camp, you might be doing some runway, you might just be like, man, how do I switch up from a neutral palette to something a little bit with more pizzazz? What should my summer palette look like? There could be so many different reasons why everyone's coming to this, so just sit in and see how that applies to what you do and what connects for you. It should be really, really fun. I already picked an option and looked at mine. I have two options actually, and it actually resonated with some of the color schemes that I've been getting together back here. So I've just been being an extra Pisces. I was telling Nat Hughes, yes, I'm gonna plug Nat Hughes in every video because, okay, go check out her channel, Nat Hughes Tarot. But I put on this, I got my little matte lip mousse, non-moving lip stuff. I put that on before I put on my face mask and got in the shower, just because I wanted some colors on my face. So I did that red hibiscus face mask again, and then I put some of that on my lips, and I was like, yes. And it was so funny because Baby Magic was watching. I was like, this is why her Leo rising is gonna be extra. But why not? It's life. Express yourself. Colors bring healing. It's just so fun. You can bring magical aspects to it. You can bring medicinal aspects to the different things that we use on our face and body. It can totally be environmentally friendly and animal friendly. So yes, I encourage you guys to get the healthiest options that you can, even make your own. Yeah, let me know, and I will stay tuned. Drop down below if you have any Black or indigenous companies that you utilize that have like face care products, makeups, things like that, things that are vegan and cruelty free too. If they're not vegan and cruelty free, I'll be like, come on fam, we got to get there. But I'm sure most of them are. Drop those links down below. I would love to see them. I know we talked about Beauty Bakery on one of the lives, and I'm interested that look that all of their the Taurus placements are happy because all their products are like cake and like cupcake and like tasty things. It's kind of like it's a bakery for real. Like you have your powder, your face powder is like flour, and like all these tasty little lip frosting options. So yes, anyways, I get really excited because this is just like another form of art. And like I said, if we were just natural children, what do they want to do when they see pretty colors? They want to rub the buttercups on their face, they want to dress up in flowers, all those kind of things. So yes, it's very natural. All right, so let's get into it with our options. Number one, we have Aragonite. Yes. Number two, we have our Amethyst Slice back in action. Number three, we have blue Calcite. And number four, we have Magenta Agate. Oop. Yes, so 1 Aragonite, 2 Amethyst Slice, 3 blue Calcite, and 4 Magenta Agate. Those are the options. Comment down below which one did you choose. Hey, you might choose more than one depending on how much you're going to get into things and express yourself. All right, so I will see you on your timestamp, and we're going to get into this right quick. All right, starting with number one. I'm excited. It's like so fun. I'm so ready for summer energy. I mean, Gemini season, you fun half the time, and then you wild the other half of the time. I'm happy for Cancer season though. Number one's Aragonite. Let's see what we got with the makeup. The decks will be linked down below. We have the High Priestess. Oh yes. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, let's get this going. All right, and your colors, yes, we have Echinacea. It says inner strength and immunity. You got some great colors. Tangerine, anticipation and excitement. And grape, intoxication and stupor. It was some drunk makeup over there. Drunk makeup party. Oh, you know how they do like the wine and paint? Y'all could do like the wine and do each other makeup. That would be fun, right? Like a little class or something. If alcohol and wine is safe for you. Okay, and we'll save, we have one of the knowledge cards, but we're going to save your quote till the end. So let's see what we got popping off for you. We have definitely it's saying it's worth the investment now. Some of you, okay, look, some of y'all products have been on the shelf for a long time. It's saying you need to go out and invest in some new products. You know, don't feel like you have to keep, because that's not good for your skin, for your pores, right? You be knowing when you need to replace your makeup. So don't just sit there and use, like, I feel like she's using that same old pancake makeup from the 1920s. It's like, man, you need to refresh. Your skin needs to breathe. Some of you need to get more healthier options, or more like green friendly, or just newer options for your skin. You know, we have the crown chakra color and this third eye leveling up over here. So it's like in the high priestess. So it's like, don't be afraid to think of the long-term ramifications of your makeup, as far as like the long-term durability of it, long wear lasting, but also what the long-term effects are doing. Because some people are like, I don't really care what it's doing to the environment. I'm about to get this. It's trending. I have to have this look. It's like, no, put it to rest. You know, make sure that you're doing something that is having good lasting effects, right? Because the high priestess sees all timelines. The high priestess holds the books of knowledge, Akashic records, our karma. Are we adding to our karma? Are we not? So for some of you, it's like, okay, it's time to hold yourself a bit more accountable with your products, and also to do a better investment. Some of you are going to learn to invest properly in makeup, because sometimes it can be a waste. You're just buying all this junk, whatever. Some makeup products really are an investment. I am seeing a palette. Some people, you do behind the scenes makeup for others. So it's like, no, invest in your work, especially like you're a makeup artist, you do stagecraft or something. You know, don't just get whatever kind of crappy stuff. Get that good quality stuff. You're going to be helping some of you a big or a wide range of skin types, and you know, in all different lighting and all that. So it's like, no, go ahead and invest and put some of that money into getting some high quality stuff, so that you're the one. My palms getting hot. Some of you got those skills. Some of you are thinking about, should you go to beauty school, or should you learn, you know, like I said, like stagecraft makeup, things like that. Work more on photo shoots. I do see a lot of people working behind the scenes and being the plug for that. All right, there's this one person on Facebook that does Lizzo's hair, and she calls herself the Beyonce a baby hair. And then after she was saying that, she even made a song and just dropped a song called Beyonce baby hair. And then Beyonce posted a video of herself looking in the camera, zooming in, while she was getting her baby hairs done. So she was falling out. Anyways, I digress, but I feel like some of you want to be that kind of plug for your makeup, or your signature style or look, or, you know, you want to be known in the industry. Some of you already are. Like I said, I be having people in the industry as clients in all my videos and stuff. Don't play. So some of you, like, you already are getting that reputation for working for high caliber clients. It's like, you better invest in your makeup. Don't sleep on that, and make sure your stuff is very good quality. It's better to have, you know, a few basics of what you need, really high caliber, that you know how to be versatile with and work your style with, than to have a whole bunch of kind of junky kind of makeup. All right. Okay, because I do see some people who gonna be professionals. Some of you, you're like, I just do makeup myself and then I wash it off. I see Pisces, and we do that a lot. We'll just like, we'll serve a whole look and wear it around the house. Like, literally, I do this, and then I'm about to go out and I'm like, man, this is too much. I don't feel like walking around the grocery store like in these heels and all this, so I'll just take it off. And then dress like in sweats to go to the grocery store. And I remember one time, my someone in my apartment, they would see me like just, you know, popping out to get the mail or take the trash with all this look, and then they would see me outside like walking around to go do things in town, and they're like, how come you like, you only dress up when you stay home? But when you go out, you just like, you know, fedora down, like, you know, shades on, whatever, like whatever. So this is like, unleash it, let it out. Some of you have been keeping that, you know, ace in your back pocket, and the Page of Pentacles is about to play. The page is playing that ace. So go ahead and let people know this best kept secret that you've been working on. Now the color palette we have is gorgeous. Over here looking like Starburst. No. We have some rich purples. Purples are your thing. We're getting bold with the lips, juicy. I also like that we have some more care energy, because tangerine is something that, like, citrus fruits are acidic outside the body, but they're alkaline within the body. So you guys, if you're trying to balance like your skincare to better like set your makeup and your look, you working with citrus fruits to make your balance your pH can really help. Also, if you are like priming your face, some things have like grapefruit or tangerine, things like that. I know that, was it Burt's Bees has like grapefruit face cleaning wipes. So using citrus to cleanse your face could be a nicer way to do it than going to like the harsh chemicals. So that could be something that gets you in the right vibe. Plus that's connecting to your sacral chakra energy, and the color tangerine is popping for you, and definitely you will get expressive. I picked this card as like one of my year cards a couple years ago, and it was like I was always wanting to dance. I was holding like this little like women's like dance class. That's just who was there, was women. Anyone could join. There was like, I was just doing like I don't know, I would just rock what I wanted as if I was gonna have my own photo shoot, and then just do my own photo shoot or videos or whatever, and just enjoy myself and just take much more pleasure with my self-expression. So that could be something that you guys are really going to be going into. But the oranges, the tangerines are popping on you, okay? Like, I can taste it. All right, I can taste it. You guys did get some edible ones. We have echinacea, which is amazing for your health, inner strength, and immunity. So again, you guys are doing beauty that starts on a next level. Internally, you might be taking some echinacea, getting your system up, getting your immunity up. It's gonna help your face glow. It's gonna help things pop. Even with grapeseed oil, products that have grapeseed oil in them could be really good to use. So look that up, you know, pay attention to the ingredients, see if you can find things that have some of these natural oils and medicines in them. I know for me, people will always compliment on the skin, and I will use high, like, you know, basically if you can eat it and it's at the highest food grade for like oils, then you can use it on your skin, right? And then it's like, you know, that's how you know. If you can eat it, no problem, it's good. So like that, I use grapeseed oil on my skin, and it just makes it amazing because it's like antioxidants, right? And so for some of you, you're going to be doing things like that have grapeseed oil in them. You might do face masks and stuff too. So I'm seeing a lot of priming, conditioning, vitamins, like getting your skin ready. And that's where a lot of, because right, the high priestess is behind the scenes and she be knowing those secrets. All right, I'm seeing some fierce cat eyes. You guys might decide to go with the liner. I'm seeing y'all were like, I done gave up. Look at these wiggly snakes. Look at how you try to do your liner, it comes out crazy. Oh, you're like, I meant to do the wave. That's what that was the plan, but you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it nailed down. So some of you, you're really gonna be focusing on how you line your eye. You might be lining with brighter colors. You might get it, you know, finally nail it the way that you've been wanting to do it. I'm seeing a lot of crescent shapes. So some of you might really be working like a crescent shape on the eyelid. You might be packing on color more saturated and really letting it pop that way. I'm also seeing where you might not be worrying too much about like fading out or doing too many different textures, shimmers, all of this. It's going to be more like maybe even monochromatic looks where you just pick like one kind of color. You know, when you see those photo shoots and they got like the juicy lip, and then they got like the bright eyeshadow, like orange, and then the background's orange, and they're holding oranges or something, you know what I mean? It's like just boom, summer. You can taste this picture. I feel like a lot of you are gonna go real juicy like that with a lot of your looks. And again, I think you're gonna be finding more kind of tools of the trade about the preparation of your products. So, oh, that's what it is. Some of you haven't been investing in like how to prime your skin or how to like get your skin ready for the products that you put on. And it's saying like, no, that's worth the investment, because if your skin, you know, isn't being treated right, and then you're just trying to put all this stuff on top of it, and then that's why it's not lasting, it's not staying on long, you're melting. It's like, no, it's worth it to go ahead and do that. It's like, even like with nail polish, you know, sometimes people don't put the top coat or the base coat or different things like that, and then it's chipping and it's not staying on, it doesn't pop the same. So it's like, no, it's time, it's worth it to invest in those extra parts, the behind the scene parts, and not just kind of the flashy outside stuff, because then the quality products that you do have will be to their best use. All right, but I'm definitely seeing, it's reminding me of like Flintstone Kids vitamins, like all the different colors. Don't those look like Flintstone Kid colors? But really nurturing yourself. So you might be getting some products that have like a lot of vitamin C, vitamin D. Your stuff might have like a high SPF or something in a healthy way to protect your skin. You might be doing more natural skincare, as far as I am seeing like SPF, that kind of thing. It's like, treat your skin like a child. Use things very, you know, that you would use on baby soft skin, and nurturing and things like that, and that will help you kind of get the look. Because some of you is like, man, I've needed a refresher, but that snake is shedding the skin. So I do see this natural you know, product, or like conscious good health makeup products that you're using. Like, you're gonna be like, wow, I never thought my skin would get back to this point, or I never thought I would clear up this issue or get this evenness, or that this flaking would stop. And it's really gonna help so that you can truly enjoy makeup and wear it in like a really bold way. Now I'm definitely seeing purple lips. I talked about Beauty Break Bakery has a purple lip that I'm just like, yes. I can't remember what it's called, probably something tasty, but I love that. We do have some nice mauvey pinks here that are good for you, and we also have the tangerine, as we said. Now on the eyes, I'm actually seeing, you know how like there's that traditional eye from like the 60s where it was just like the bright blue eyeshadow lid, right? That can be hard to rock, but if there's any time to rock it, it would be the summer, right? Because you could put on a little daisy dress or whatever, like, and then they would have this boom, and they would have it with the liner, wouldn't they? So some of you guys might be picking up from that energy from that time period, but I am seeing some people who are going to play with kind of the baby blue, or like the periwinkle all over, really opaque eye look, the eyelid look that used to be popping. Okay, and then of course even here he's wearing the oranges and the purples, that kind of color. We do have a little bit of indigos. All right, so also tie into your mystical energies with the High Priestess. So again, very Piscean energy. So if you feel like you're gonna, you know, pop a certain chakra, the chakras we're focusing on are the crown chakra. We have some third eye, but mostly the crown chakra, the high heart chakra, and this sacral chakra are the ones that you might really resonate with to throw in a bit of that energy with your makeup. You also might put some little symbols, like a little moon. We got the little cat symbol, so you might use some of those kind of you know, decals or little stenciling, or you know, things that are kind of blended in. I'm seeing it very subtle, but where you're doing something a little esoteric that's there and people don't know why it's so powered up. And again, I'm getting the warm hand there. So some of you, it could be even underneath your makeup, you know, before you put that top layer, you're doing a little blessing symbol, a little protection symbol or something. I do see some magical witching that might go into the layers of your makeup. Or you definitely, a good thing to do is bless up your makeup and your cosmetics, everything that's going on your body. Bless it, do a little, you know, beautification, empowerment, whatever kind of on it. And I see some of you doing that before you utilize your products. Okay. Oh, I almost was done, but your quote, hey, he looks like going, hey. A man without knowledge of himself and his heritage is like a tree without roots. So tap into your heritage, to what your symbolism is, like what the makeup looked like back in the day, the significant colors. Every culture has the colors that are significant from their different peoples, and different, you know, what different things would mean. This is also interesting because it talks about having knowledge of self, and the High Priestess is here with the scrolls of knowledge. So knowing exactly what you want to express at that time, and it's like doing it in its most pigmented, like if you had one swatch of that energy you want to express in that look, then you would just go for it like that, like just power packed, you know, because you're coming from a place of having knowledge of self. So you have the gut to back it up, right? So as I become more grown more into myself, I'll do that. Like, I'm like, man, my face can hold colors, let me do it. Boom, pow. And people will be like, wow, like that just looks so natural on you, because it's that knowledge of self. Like, yes, like this ain't wearing me, I'm wearing it. It's life, I'm enjoying. So I feel like the more you connect with that, the more you feel like it's your right to express things, the more that you connect with color symbolism that is, you know, from where you're from, and you feel the magic behind it, the more and more that you are just going to naturally wear these really impressive looks. So I hope this was a super fun reading for you and that it helped in some way. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Send it to a friend. Okay, let me know if you do the little wine tasting makeup. That would be so fun, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, for those of you that chose number 2 with the Amethyst Slice, let's see what makeup should you be getting into. I love this because it reminds me of this aquamarine stranded bracelet I have in like a necklace. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Lovers, and we have the Page of Swords. Ooh, people trying to spy your makeup. Oh, with Gemini there. Who's trying to steal your look? Who is trying to steal your... You know what I just got was Joanne the Scammer. Have you watched Joanne the Scammer? Oh, I hope he's doing well that does Joanne the Scammer, because he his mom was really ill, so I hope they're okay. He hadn't posted for a long time, but anyways, he does these really funny videos where he's just like, I scammed you. And she's just really dramatic. It's like this character that he has, and she's always with her furs, and you just have to watch it. Anyways, you guys might have some Joanne the Scammers around you trying to steal your look, okay? No, they need to get their own. So the colors we got, you got 4, because the one on the bottom went with the color schemes I was seeing in the cards, and it wanted to pop and come in. So you have Clary Sage, which is a bit of a slightly more red and deeper color than number 1, if you also chose that. We have Melon Pink, which is compassion. Clary Sage says euphoria and insight. Perfume commercial. Mint, decisive action. And the bottom of the deck was Neptune, voice of your muses. So you really do channel in some other kind of energy, and it went with the aquamarine I was seeing here. So we have aquamarines, sea foam, oceany, Neptunian colors. And we have, we'll look at your quote in a moment after we go through this. But at the same time, there's this bright red. There's some reds that are really, 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 really popping. All right, so it's interesting because when you look at the cards, you see all these colors coming together on the cards. So I do see you guys getting some inspiration and some ideas for social media, mostly when it comes to popping the red. I'm seeing a red lip. You guys might be like, man, I just really want to rock the red though. Some people are going to even do a red eyeshadow. Ooh, let's see. I'm also seeing some stage makeup with really like red, like actually red, like cheeks going on. Again, people could be doing all different types of makeup and looks with what they're doing. I am seeing people who are doing very strong contours, like extreme, like stage, like opera kind of contours, like when they have it's almost like they're wearing a mask. So some of you I think are definitely in theater, and that's why people come and borrow the looks, because they're like inspired. They come with their sweethearts, they're paying money to see you perform. So big shout out to everyone who is doing the thing out there, inspiring the peoples. I'm definitely seeing that. But yes, some of you are going to be rather theatrical. Like, look at them, they're on their own stage performing. Some of you are cracking me up because you're trying to espy what a particular person likes. Like, you're over here, like, she ain't got no makeup, she just chilling, and then she's like, but I could be that muse, I could be that muse, I got money, I could I could do any kind of look, right? It's like she's over here. Some of y'all are Pisces, your earth signs, but we have the strong Neptune. You have strong Neptune, and so you're looking like, oh, I could be anything that you would want me to be, honey. Let me call you in, I can do it. So some of you just like to play with your look. I do think that you guys like the feedback a lot of times on like social media. You might be like, man, if I'm going to do this, someone better give me a shout out. Hello. But I do think that some of you might have the tendency to play the chameleon, and when you want a certain action or reaction, much like a performer to their audience, you might change up your makeup and your look to elicit that kind of reaction from somebody, right? It's like you're trying to get a certain response or comment or call or a certain slide in the DMs, if I may be so bold, because y'all are being bold as brass over here, or you have the potential to do so. So I do see that with this color red. Now I'm also seeing this dreamy escape kind of energy. Some days you might, it's like one day you might be like bright red and melons and deep, you know, these deep mauvey burgundy kind of colors, and then you switch it up all of a sudden and it's like beachy colors. Like you go into the beach, it's all sea foams, mints, this night, like it said, Neptunian colors, ceruleans, like, you know, just a completely different look. You're looking like you washed up from the foam. So it's kind of like the two sides of the like seduction goddess stories. Like a lot of them, they come from the water, like, oh, so dainty, you know. And then after that they turn into these sirens, right? And they're out there seducing these warrior men, seducing Mars. Oh my gosh, he has a Neptune, a trident. He has a Neptune, he has a trident. And no, I still haven't located mine from wherever Baby Magic put it. So yes, some of you are trying to seduce a Pisces, and that's why you're like, man, Pisces like so many different things. How can I keep up? There could be Geminis, Capricorns, and Pisces. I'm picking up a lot in this group. There could also be Aries and Leos. So yes, what am I seeing here as well? I'm seeing where you guys might like to really dress up your face. I'm seeing lines, like dotted lines on the face, or like what am I trying to say here? Like you see it a lot in posts now, where some of it is traditional, right? Like you see it in like African tribal things where, you know, we'll do different dots and lines that mean certain things, certain paint forms on the face and on the body. But you also might just be playing up with not always having like a straight line or always having an opaque line when it comes to makeup, the way that you layer it. I know one of the trends is to do that. I don't even know what it's called yet, but to do that, do like the bright, a lot of times it's like neon makeup nowadays, but it's to do the bright eyeline and then bring it up, like the line, it's still just a line up over your, to like surround your eyelid. Comment down below. I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. I think a lot of you guys are going to play with that. So you're going to be playing that, like where you draw lines on your face. Lip liner. Some of you are going to be playing with lip liner. You're either going to be fading it out or adding it in. You might do that thing where you do like an ombre on your lips. I'm just seeing a lot of shades or a lot of lines that you then sometimes you choose to pop them off super bold, or you fade them out very gentle, because that's the two extremes. Because we have Gemini and Pisces, the dual signs here. You tend to go back and forth, again, depending on what you think the audience might want or how you're feeling that day, how much investment you want to do, how much time you want to take. Now I still see you doing a lot of days fresh faced. You might not even wear makeup all the time. I'm also seeing where you might be like, you know what, forget lingerie, it's too hot for that. I'm just gonna do, like, my makeup's about to be my lingerie. And so you're really gonna go in, like I'm seeing like really dark liner with a deep, you know, red, and like just going and playing like you're on Moulin Rouge or something. Like I'm seeing very theatrical people in this. So I think you might, I don't know if you want to have some themed dates, again, if you work on stage, if you're having some theme role-playing nights with your partner and that's what you're thinking, or that could be the suggestion here. But there is the energy to let yourself explore a bit more, and we have compassion with the self as you're going in, euphoria and insight, right? I think for a lot of you, doing different makeup and styles will be a way that you can unlock different parts of yourself. And so it will allow you to, like, okay, when I want to be in this like lighter, feel like, you know, cleansed oceanside retreat feeling, if I do my makeup in those ways or wear colors that are representative of that environment, then I will feel that internally. But when I want to be va va voom, okay, summer squeeze, when I need to be brave enough to go and talk to this person, if I put on those kind of colors, then I'm going to feel confident enough to Joanne the Scam, no, I was playing, to go and, you know, talk to them that way and to seduce them. And so it's kind of like, you know, and that, a lot of people, it's like that, you know, makeup feels like an empowerment to people. Not that you don't like yourself, it's just this additional feeling. It's a kind of like a confession of how you're feeling internally on the outside, right? And you could play it off if you want to. Oh no, I just put this on. Yes, I am seducing you. Could be some Scorpios in this. Right? So I'm seeing the playing of that energy back and forth, and I'm seeing like feeling this energy of like a tease. You might even do that, like you're dating someone and you wear just like, oh, you working it, right? It's reminding me of Jealous with Beyonce when she's sitting there, she got all that black eyeliner on, right? She's so playing with the lines, how far out do you line things, and she got that red lip, and she's just sitting there, you know, pretending like that's not what she's trying to do, is to be so ridiculously seductive. And then the next moment you might be sitting there like, la 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 la, day at the beach, I'm just a little dreamy Pisces, just a little Gemini, I don't know what you were talking about. This is just fun, this is just play colors. So I see you guys having some fun that way, okay? Yes, yes, yes. So let's see your quote. We have, here's a riddle for our age. When the sky's the limit, how can you tell you've gone too far? So it's kind of like, what rules? You know what, like I said, I see you guys doing all different types of lines all over your face. I see you doing, you know, you might do dotted lines, you might do some swirls, you might wing it up, make it sharp, make it soft. Like, I feel like you really are just going to be experimental, and you'll be like, I don't know, I just felt like this is what needed to be done. I just felt like I needed to have one shadow blue, one shadow green. Like, I don't know, it works for me. I'm artistic, okay? So it's like, what, you know, there's no more glass ceiling. It's like, take that off, and instead she is shrouded with this ceiling of inspiration, the aquamarine Neptune. Being in Neptune, anything goes, right? That's, you know, when we get into the Neptune side of the movies, like any images is, you know, photography and stuff, film is ruled by Neptune. But really getting into it is when you're in that like art house and like independent, and, you know, the good side of the avant-garde, not that weird classist like weird stuff, but you know what I mean? Like, it's like true inspiration and experimentation, especially when you get Gemini and Pisces energy together, which this reading predominantly has. And so it's like, what ceiling? Like, get out there and play. And if you feel like you can't do that because you're like, well, I just work this regular life, like, because this is a Capricorn card here, it's like, well, take yourself to places, right? Go out on dates, or take yourself to meet people in places where you can go ahead and explore that side of yourself, right? Go somewhere where things are over the top, where you can be camp, where you can, you know, dress to the nines, right? And where it's not like weird. It's like, okay, honey, look at you at the art gallery tearing it up. Like, you're a muse, you're inspiration. Or just cultivate your own social media to be that space, is what I'm seeing for a lot of you. So you're a muse, you're inspiration. It's time to I also get that it's time to do it your way, and to go in like, this person doesn't think that they're creative, they're watching, again, spying on other people, getting that style. It's like, kind of work on the difference between copying someone's style and the trend, and really being like, oh, this inspires me to go and do my own thing. I was talking about that too with Nat Hughes, like authenticity, right? Having deep authenticity and loving that side of Pisces that really can create from that. So this is like kind of your call to action with makeup. Be more experimental. A lot of the stuff that trends, that's like, oh wow, that's such a good tip, no one thought of it. I was doing that stuff in like middle school with my makeup, like Pisces with Aquarius in my chart and Scorpio and Aries. Okay, been done it. So it's kind of that energy. A lot of you, there could be some people with Aquarius in your chart. So it's like, don't worry about it. How can you tell when you've gone too far? You don't even know. You're so ahead of the game when you really get experimenting that it might take forever for everyone else to catch on. But it's like, wouldn't you rather be doing your thing and be the trendsetter versus being the one trying to buy the trend, spend all your money, feeling like you can't keep up, doing something that was really, you know, it's old, it's been rehashed, it was actually from another decade they just brought back. So I feel like a lot of you have the ability to be really inventive. And also I just got someone doing like this melon color, like a big blush, bringing it up the sides of your face. Like, basically you're working on where lines are supposed to be. You're like, no, like, my face isn't shaped like that exact contour. I'm going to contour for my face. I'm going to bring my blush lines up where I want. I'm going to experiment with highlights where I want, you know, and all of this kind of thing, which is going to be so exciting. And I think doing that, you know, kind of pushes the envelope in so many ways. So I hope you guys have fun and express yourself, and that this was helpful and just a really juicy read for you. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, for those of you that chose number 3, we have the blue calcite here. Yes, 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 yes. This was the other one I chose, and y'all, this is like, Oshun energy. This here is like the love Venus energy, Freya, like whatever in your pantheon is the love deities. We have the 3 graces here. We have the 3 of cups, girl. Okay, we have the moon card, and everybody says girl, like all genders. I grew up in like all genders say girl like that, so it's not exclusive, it's inclusive, girl. Okay, we have moon card here, we have the empress card here, we have, look at the colors. Oops, you know what, I'm doing this on the other side than I did the other ones and it's messing me up, so let me pop it over. You got some, look at, we got the Venus with the moon. Y'all done it. You done it on them. You don't even need to wear makeup half the time, but you look good when you do. We got HemiLoah. We got honey. What? You sweet as all that, poo. We have dusty rose, but this ain't dusty like musty. This is dusty like, you know, like faded to perfection. Blended, okay? We have peach. What? You the peach and the honey? What? I picked this one too, look. Hey, go us, go us. All right, so we have, I'm noticing that that's a 4 and a 2, which is a 6. That's a 5 and a 1, which is a 6. So we have the definitely pleasurable to others to behold, but then we have the 1 here and a 9 and a 2, which is 11. So we have the ability to connect to others on a spiritual level, on a pleasurable level, and still be our independent selves. Okay, open certainty, your love has aged, pure love, and sweet in your approach. Okay, and then we'll look at your quote after we go through these. So this is like, let me set it over here. Okay, this is so good. Now we do have on stage here, I feel like you guys are just really great at pumping people up. Like, you look good, they look good, everybody look good. We're doing this. What this is reminding me of is I shared actually on here, y'all was sleeping on it, Nails, Hair, Hips, Heels by Todrick, and he's just like, this is an anthem for, you know, Pride season. This is like, everyone's been joking on it, calling it like the gay hokey pokey. The gay cha-cha slide is fierce, y'all. They got like 70, he's like, I wanted 70 men in heels dancing, powered up. They're so snatched, I can't. It's perfection. Like how they got them all that in sync, like it's amazing. So this is what it reminds me of, is when you sync up with your crew and you're amazing, everyone's shining to the sky, glistening to the gods. Like, yes, I am seeing it. Look at this, glitter, glitter, glitter. This is that fast-paced life. This reminds me of The Great Gatsby. You might be inspired by the 20s, some of you. Now remember where all that finger wave hair came from in the 20s. Okay, the curls and the baby edges, you know where that came from. All right, we done it. Okay, so I'm seeing that here, and I love that the way that the crab hand is there. Oh, I just love this so much. This is so artistic. This is like when you are just in love with your body, like you feeling good. You did your honey scrub, your salt scrub, or we have Himalayan salt with honey. So definitely doing that to soften up your lips, to soften up your skin. Do some like honey and Himalayan scrubs. We have rose here. That is another, like these are some of the things I do. We have rose here. Use some rose water. Use products that have rose in them. That will be good for your skin. It'll be amazing. We also have peach here. So maybe there are some properties of peach. I know some people use the apricot, which is not a peach, but there's similar seed, like face scrub or whatever. That's a little bit harsh for me, but it might work for you. So that could be something to do. And this color palette, like it was so in sync when I pulled those cards. I was like, yes and yes. So you are looking good, dripping in the honey colors. Yes, Alexa, play Honey Honey by Feist. Okay, check that out. And then you also are looking amazing in the Venusian colors. You even have the Empress to co-sign it. We have some Cancers, we have Pisces, we have Libras and Taurus in this group. Yes, excuse me, I'm also getting some Virgos. Oh, it's so good. I think Also, you guys do makeup that you can dress up and layer up to pop at night. So it's like during the day you have that kind of makeup, but you want to be able to transition it so that you can really amp it up. Maybe you go from wearing the peaches and the pinks into more the reds, right? And really amp it up, and you take those soft peaches and kind of neutrals into the golds. You put some shimmer on it. I'm definitely seeing some shimmer. I'm seeing very dewy, glossy. You guys might really be interested in a glossy lip, because honey on the lips is like slick and just, you know, just juicy like that. You guys might really be into like you know, kind of those lipsticks that are like slicks, like they're usually very fruity, like fruit on the lips kind of thing. Instead of fruit by the foot, fruit on the lips. That could be a thing as well. Definitely at night I'm seeing sparkle. I'm seeing sparkle and shimmer. You might really have a different day and night look, and it's telling you to play with that. Play with the difference between your sunshine, summer baby, you know, goddess, which anyone can have goddess energy, like that, you know, goddess of the fields and of the ocean kind of energy. And then at night you like, oh, we gonna party. I got my speakeasy energy. Right? What is it called? The prohibition. What? What is prohibited to me? Because I'm about to do it. And I'm seeing silvers come in then. And it's just like, whoa, queen of the night. Who is this? Who is this? All right. Some of you have two different looks. Some of you have two different genders or more that you express. And it's like, yes, do that. Like, do it. It's so good. Like, it's so good. And I think you guys are around friend groups that can really understand and connect with all those different sides of you too, which is really amazing. The moon here, different phases. I'm seeing some people that can do like a matte black, opaque, like complete black eyeshadow, and you can do shimmers. You can go from looking like you are New Year's night to looking like your perfect beach, you know, a neutral peach, right? Kind of energy. Absolutely. I'm also getting fragrance, right? Honey and peach. I'm smelling honeysuckle, things like that, rose. So I think that things that have fragrance but in a natural way will be good for your skin. I'm also seeing with all the cups that beverages, right? What you drink. This color here is reminding me of mango juice. And my friend from Ethiopia, let's just say the Abashai, y'all have some of the most gorgeous skin. Oh my God. It's just like dewy, perfect, even skin. I'm like, do you even get tan lines? Like what? Your skin is perfect. It's crazy. But that's one thing, like she would always be drinking mango juice and mango butter. So mango butter might be something that can really nurture your skin, because again, we want to talk about all levels. You know, if we prepare that base, we can pop a little better and get that shine on. Let's see here. Yes, I'm seeing to use more of like the peachy honey, slightly orange tint nude for your nude colors. Like, you know, maybe it's just because everyone gets a little bit of sun in the summer. It's about to be summer, at least in this hemisphere. That could be something to play with. Use those colors as your base and then pop them with the pinks. Yes, but I'm definitely seeing fresh faces in the daytime, and then go for it with those deep smoky jewel tones, reds, even yellows, silvers, blacks, and blues at night. Okay, some of you might be doing a little bit of lighter blues during the day too, but mostly I see this very Erzuli Freda, Oshun, like, you know, Venusian goddess kind of energy. Now let's see your quote. People wish to be poets more than they wish to write poetry, and that's a mistake. One should wish to celebrate more than one wishes to be celebrated. So it's like, don't worry about, you know, doing it for the gram, all that kind of energy. Instead, focus on just doing you, like from your just organic self, really living life, celebrating. That's why when we look back that we appreciate certain like everything always comes from those aspects of culture when they were, you know, living their best life and expressing. Those are the aspects that, you know, the companies and people who kind of steal ideas and stuff, that's what they go and steal. They want those bits of life, right? When they gentrify or whatever, that's what they try to steal and make a trend and put out on the mass market, is those parts when you're just living life and you feeling good and you have a certain you know, the scene just develops and you just express yourself. And you know, I just feel like you guys can just really, I don't know, be alive, like from the way you dance to the way you move. It's about a full look from the inside out for you, from the emotional level, spiritual level on out to the physical body. And so it's like focus on that, because that can't be replicated, and that is something that you're gonna feel like that's better to look at when you're older and be like, man, do you see that person right there? She used to live like I live. Do you see? That's why I'm glowing to the gods. That's why I was in my divinity. I was in my soul energy, and I still got it, right? And then you bounce, you break a little move for them, right? Show the great grandkids. Is that funny? Yeah, that's funny. I'm gonna show your grandkids too. Say, look it. And get down. And baby magic's back in the room. So yes, that is the advice. I hope you like this reading. This reading is so fun to do, and I hope it brings some, you know, colorful light and energy and joy to your life. And I'll talk to you soon. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, number 3s. Baby, that's a little bit loud. We're working on our loud and quiets, although mostly, you know, I don't mind, but sometimes I'm like, I'm trying to record. We'll just have to take the headphones out, y'all. For those of you who chose number 4, we have what should you do for your makeup? We have the 2 of Swords. We have the King of Swords. We have, oop, it was already flipped over. We have the 6 of Wands. I'm like trying to see the screen, and I'm getting all these drop downs. All right, let's see what colors we have here. We have Ruby Rose, Loving Your Soul Path. It's a number 4, like an emperor too. Sunset Joy, Pleasure, and Laughter. An 8, so very formidable number so far. And then we have a 9, New Time, Inner Calm and Balance. All right, and then we'll look at your quote. So what I'm seeing from this one, I actually peeked at this one, and this is definitely like a strong military style, what we would call, like if you think of like army greens, khaki greens, kind of those like almost like French green clay masks, you know, the face masks, that color energy. We have like kind of the faded, more red kind of military suits, not the poppin' red necessarily like over in England. Even these kind of brass accents, you might be bringing in more softer, like rusted gold or bronze kind of looks. If you think of inspiration of like you know, old sea diving old sea diving suits that are like, you know, when copper, that's what it is, like copper starts to age with like water and stuff. She's so excited about what she found. That is an energy here. We have a lot of Aquarius energy. We have Aquarius and Leo kind of duking it out over here a little bit. But basically this is coming back from the war. So I think a lot of you might be on that kind of, you know, like that Janet Jackson, right? Rhythm Nation, like that kind of look where you have, I don't know, maybe you got your shoulder pads popping. I don't know. But this is about like, look at how fierce that line is right there. So I think you're going to have sharper lines. We have olive greens, very earthy tones. It's saying bring the green in to refresh. You have very kind of muted rusts and burgundies going on. I'm getting taupe energies. Even the blacks aren't like a bright, brilliant black. Yeah. She's talking to something she's holding. They're kind of a faded black that maybe have a little red tone to them or a little green tone. You know what I mean? There's a difference with that. Beauty Bakery, I saw they had a lip like that. It was like a black, but it was like a green black. So I'm seeing things a bit more kind of neutral that way. Yes, a little bit more geometrical and straight with the lines that you're putting down. Some of you will really go into playing. I'm seeing someone playing with their eyebrows. You might go very straight with your eyebrows, not so curved. You might really work with the filling them in very intensely, very opaquely. That could be a thing. Some of you might decide to go without them, but it's still like a very fierce chiseled look. I'm seeing a lot of fierce chiseled looks, and when things are kind of blurred out and softened out, they're still with very kind of like the terms that we have, but what would be considered like the masculine toned colors. Okay, we got to work on better language, huh? Okay, so Yes, some of you will be working on doing some designs on your eyelids. Again, it's very thought out. I feel like y'all might get a plan. Some of y'all are using stencils with it, but it's very thought out. I'm seeing some some Taurus maybe in this group as well. I see you really paying attention to like cheekbones. Like some of you really will measure like cheekbone to eye, like brow bone, like you're with your little tweezers, right? You're making sure it's clean. You want everything clean, clean, clean. She's having fun on your reading. So it looks Sunset Joy, and we have laughter on here. So some of you, you'll have to find a way to lighten up a little bit, because you're so fierce with your look, because you are like, look, I'm about to snatch this runway. Move, little people. Did you see my eyebrows today? Fierce as hell. I don't even gotta look where I'm walking. I'm just too fierce. Chessboard what? So this is like a very intense look. Like okay, so you know what she's done. Yes, there could definitely be Virgos in this, because this is how I see some Virgos. Some Geminis too are like this about makeup, air signs, right? And Mercurial. I think a lot of it will be about the base too, as far as, like I said, you might want to have a lot of things waxed, tweezed, I mean, you might have thick eyebrows, but you have them extremely well shaped to the shape you want. And that's what it is. You're going to be a lot about the shapes of things. Like, no, my eyelashes need to be this kind of shape. I can't just put on any type of eyelash. I need this type of shape to my eyelash. Some things are going to be a little bit spikier. Maybe you go with a slightly spikier eyelash. Maybe you go with a harsher wingtip. You might do a harsher edge on your eyebrow. You might really get a crisp line for the lip liner. You're really preparing the base, the framework. You're like, no, this is like, how's my hair looking? My hair needs to frame my makeup. Like, this is serious. I need all my lines correct. I need this look to line up with the way, you know, this crossover jacket is. The angles have to be right. Okay, I can't have my eyebrows off, distracting the neckline, distracting from my eyebrows. Like, all my angles need to be right. It needs to be picture perfect. Okay. I need people to feel this perfection before I even walk into the room. That just boom, it just hits them. I can feel perfect eyebrows coming in. I can feel that fill-in. You know, I can feel these lines. It's boom, right? Before, like, that's what they hear. Look, for real, like, they hear me coming. They hear this perfection coming, right? I'm put together. Let's see what your quote is. When I'm dead 25 years, people are going to begin to recognize me. Look, y'all are funny. So some of you, it's like you're unrecognizable by the time you got your makeup done. Like, you really are. They're like, you know, where'd you get eyebrows from? Where'd you get the eyelashes from? Where'd those lips come from? I'm just teasing y'all. But you know what I mean? You're like, that's okay. I don't care. Like, I'm an artiste with this. Yes. I might have this shape eyebrows tomorrow and a different shape the next day. You might not know. I'm like a spy. You don't know which face I'm wearing. I'm the man without a face, okay? You never know what I'm going to do up in here. And so I feel like a lot of you, there's a big Aquarian energy here. It's like after did this for forever, then people are going to catch on to just how amazing what I put out is. All right. Or you might also be throwing back to older styles a lot. Like I said, throwing back to kind of the military jackets and all that, which is, you know, come up again. You know, Beyonce's done that. Sierra's always doing that. Things like that. But yes, I'm seeing, I think it's a good look, this palette here. You'll throw in some colors to warm it up sometimes, but I'm seeing more kind of these a little bit more muted from what this is saying. You know, rusts, siennas, like we said, khaki greens, smooth kind of sage greens, all those kind of things, kind of grayish taupey mints and thymes, bronzy colors. So you'll have some metallics that pop, some strong blacks. When it comes to eyeliner and like the color of your eyelashes and stuff, you might go stronger there. But when it comes to shadows, you'll have that a little bit like faded out or a little bit rusted out. Yes, you might go into blues a little bit, you know, just to mix it up sometimes, but then it's going to be like those dusty navy blues, deep kind of dusty cobalts. I don't see you doing too much too bright. All right. But it's like, remember to have fun. Remember to have fun, and remember that you're not always going to get the big acclaim and everything that you want, because some of you are like, oh, I'm about to get some respect with this makeup. And it's just like, okay, but remember to live life too. Okay, you got to live life. So that is the reading for everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was so fun to do. I really liked doing that. Did you have fun too, baby? I think Baby Magic had fun. For part of it, the other part, she was going to lay down, drink some milk. Yeah, so let me know if you like this. I love to have a variety of all different type of readings on this channel. Keep it really creative. Also, let me know which videos from bygones that I have that you would like to see back. A lot of those videos are now, you know, other people do them. Don't shout me out, okay? But we creative over here. We're inspirational. We're the muses over here, okay? So what should we get into? A lot of the videos I've done, I want to do them as series, and I will. It's just having time, because I have so many ideas, and Spirit has ideas, and y'all have requests. So we will definitely get back to a lot of themes, like the artist series. That Baby Magic said yes. So the creative artist series. Thank you. We love doing artists, don't we? Doing artistic things. Yes, actually we had to delay this video because she was playing music so long. She didn't want to stop, and I was like, I need to do a video, and she was like, I'm doing music, I'm still doing it. I need to hear how it sounds on, you know, every angle. Yes. Yes, we have like the traveling series, the Should I Move series kind of travel. We have so many different things that we've looked into. So let me know if there's any of those themes you've seen from the older videos. And I'll also try to get out the business and pleasure this week, which I didn't get. And also Wednesday, I will be doing the live for the book. So for part 1 of Jambalaya, I really didn't feel well this weekend and yesterday and this morning actually. So I'm pacing myself. But we'll do part 1 of the Jambalaya book club on Wednesday. All right, bye y'all.